Alright, hello everyone. This is Jakekub, I don't know, whatever you want to call me. Basically, I am in the IPL Pokemon League, and one of my IRL friends is really into Pokemon, so he's kind of helping me out in a way. What he's doing is, after each battle, I'm sending him the replays, and he's kind of just doing post-commentary of the matches, like his kind of point of view on things, how he, like, what misplays I've made, what mistakes I made, what plays that I did were good, what my opponent was doing. So I'm gonna try and do these every other week, so 2 battles per week, something like that. I don't really know. Hopefully this goes well. Hope you guys enjoy. The first battle, the Pokemon music is kind of loud, so you might not be able to hear them too well, but for the second battle it should be a little bit better. So anyway, here's the battle.
Alright everybody, welcome to the first round of the Gen 7 Draft League. Will be your host, koopaofthetroop, commentating on this event, which is Jakekub versus Mercy Main. By the way, WWW. If you don't like my voice, I'm sorry, I'm a little under the weather right now. But without further ado, let's get in with this play. Actually, before we get into this, let's look at the teams. So on Jakekub's side, we got Magearna, Pelipper, Earth Thunderous, Dust Noir, Slowbro, and Black Betty Miltank. And on Mercy Main, we have Lantern, Sableye, probably gonna be a Mega, Landorus, fucking Frostlass, Keldeo, and Donphin. Alright, and let's go. Alright, so Jake starts off by sending out Black Betty. He takes a lot of damage from Scald, so tries his best to set Stealth Rocks, goes in for the switch, switches into Magearna, and gets burned right out of the gate. I'm assuming I can't pick up other stats here, so I got that. Alright, now he switches out of that and goes for Upbeat. Alright, Upbeat goes for the Sword Stance, but Jake gets it. Goes for Magearna's friggin' Ice Beam. I think that's what it is. Goes for Ice Beam. So he goes for Energy Ball. And burn. I'm sorry, I gotta see this again. And goes for Ice Beam. Alright, goes down. One Pokemon down on Mercy Main for the win. Alright, now comes Donphin. What is his plan here? I guess he forgot that Energy Ball came out. Yeah, those rocks and Energy Balls really screwed him. Burn might do some damage after. Might get hurt a little bit. And it goes for the Destiny Bomb, which sadly leads to his first death. He's now 1v3, but he can still bring this back. But the Keldeo, Lantern, and Sableye can still bring this back, as it does as Teleport gets destroyed. Lack of more, aka Thundurus now comes out. And immediately goes for Thunder, destroying Sableye. Now Lantern is out on the field. What will Jake do? He goes into Slowbro gets burned, and goes for the Mega and Lantern goes for Substitute, but Jake hits it with a Psychic. I'm just going to assume, by the way, right now that this Lantern's whole thing is... Ooh! I thought I was going to be going for just a complete... Jake. I thought he was just going to go for a stall, but it seems that's not the case. Ooh, Jake's taking a bit of damage. He's barely manages to survive. Jake gets off the Psychic, killing the Keldeo, and now with just a smither of health, all that's left now is for the Lantern. Lantern takes a bit of damage, goes for the Substitute as a last-ditch effort. Trick Room is now just now Jake, oh no. So Jake is now going for the Curse. Jake is now, there's nothing that this thing can do. It is now locked into Curse. Doesn't matter about that 20 health. Lantern goes down, and Jake wins the first battle of week 1. Alright, everybody. Hopefully Jake edits out that first part and this next bit, but I hope you all enjoyed. I guess see you when Jake decides to give me the next video.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the second round of the IPL League. Jakekub versus I'm too lazy for this. Last time Jake was able to win his first round in I don't think in all of the IPL league, but from what I hear, he doesn't have the greatest of all track records. Anyway, I will be your commentator for today, Koopa of the Troop. And before we get into this battle, let's look up to the lineup. Okay, so on Jake's side, we have Miltank, Magirna, Thunder is Therian, Scrafty, Nidoking, and Salamence. And on I'm Too Lazy for This, we have Smeargle, Lopunny, Snorlax, Meloetta, I forgot what the hell this thing's called, and it's not showing up. And not a Swellow, God, I am terrible at this. Alright, well, let's get into it. Okay, so we're starting off off with Jake goes into Whack-A-Mole, while the other part starts out with the Smeargle, then goes into Lopunny. Jake switches out to Thug Life, also known as the Scrafty. Lopunny goes Mega, tries to go for a high jump kick, gets it almost down to low health. Jake, though, had a Sash. Of course, Lopunny goes for Quick Attack. There goes Scrafty. Now Whack-A-Mole comes back out, but Lopunny goes for Ice Punch. But Jake barely lives, go for the Psychic, kills Lopunny. Smeargle comes back out, uses Spore, puts it to sleep. Whack-A-Mole comes back. Royal Pain, I love that name, comes back, puts up Stealth Rocks. Smeargle gets switched out. Snorlax is now out on the field, and Royal Pain puts up some spikes. He puts down even more spikes. Snorlax goes for Belly Jump. Obviously, it is going to have some in a Papa Berry, and now, however, now Royal Pain is going for Earthquake. Royal Pain has just gone down due to the Snorlax. Now we have Black Betty. Whoa, Black Betty, Lamb. Going for Heal Bell, curing all of the hit Jake's Pokemon with Heal. However, I don't think that's going to be enough. Night Fury comes out trying to dish out the pain, goes for Outrage. Snorlax barely lives off of this, and return kills little Salamence. Whack-A-Mole gets killed with the rocks, and now Jake has to go into Magirna with its speed lowered due to the webs. Energy Ball takes out the Snorlax. Alright, let's see what's going on now. Soul Heart gives it a special attack boost. Swallow, why did I fucking forget its name, goes for Heat Wave. Super effective, but doesn't do a lot of damage. Jake goes for Volt Switch to kill the Swallow. Smeargle comes back onto the field. Toxic Poison now. Goes for the Spore again. Jake is now put to sleep. Oh, this isn't looking good for Jake. He's only on one Pokemon, and he can't do much. Sawsbuck, again, that's what I meant to go for. Oh, but Jake wakes up, kills Sawsbuck. I can't believe what I'm watching here, people. Meloetta comes out onto the field, is now Toxic Poison. Those fucking things are really screwing him over. Goes for Focus Blast missed. Jake goes for another attack, takes down Meloetta. Now it's just Smeargle versus his Magirna, and of course his opponent gives up. Ladies and gentlemen, that was a comeback if I have ever seen one. Holy shit, Jake, you really should have lost that, but goddamn, Magirna is broken as shit. Alright guys, tune in next week when we get to the next fight, which we don't get to know ahead of time, so alright.
Hello everybody, welcome back to the IPL League. Today we will be looking at Jake's third round in, well, the IPL League. Last time he was barely able to win, only was able to take the victory due to the help of his legendary Magirna over here, which apparently everybody in the IPL League told him to have, and considering his victories, it was a smart decision. But today, we're not focusing on that. We're going to be focusing on Jake versus Evader. Alright, before we begin, let's go with a roll call. On Jake's side, we have Thundurus, Therian, Slowbro, Araquanid, Pelipper, Scrafty, and Magirna. And on Evader's side, we have Golurk, Vaporeon, Cradily, Alakazam, Arcanine, and Togekiss. Without further ado, let's get this ball rolling. Alright, so Jake starts off by sending out a Thundurus. As for Evader, he goes and sends in Alakazam. Alakazam and then goes Mega and uses his ability Volt Absorb to completely screw over Jake, but Jake goes for Dark Pulse completely. He's doing a crap ton of damage to Zenyatta, who I will now be referring to it as. Jake, for some reason, tries to go for Volt Switch again, even though he knows Volt Absorb is a thing. He then goes into Pepe Le Bird, which is his Pelipper, to get Rain off. Jake then decides to keep Pelipper in for some reason. Don't know why he would do that. You might want to save that for later game. Then Jake sends in Araquanid, Water Bug type. He then goes for Leech Life, only doing a little bit of damage, not much, not crazy. He doesn't look good for Jake. He goes for the switch, and then he goes into Soulless Heart.
or which thankfully for him is immune to the toxic that Vaporeon just put down. Evader switches, going into Titan, which is his Golurk, only for Jake to go into Energy Ball, which is super effective, but doesn't even hit half. Decent damage all around. Titan seems to be dying, only for it to pull off an Earthquake out of its ass, completely killing Magearna. Jake, running out of options, sends out Whack-A-Mole, aka his Thundurus. Evader switches out and goes into the Aztec, aka Credilli. He resists the Dark Pulse. Jake still running out of options. Might want to think fast. He goes for Thunder, only to realize that Credilli kind of resists that shit. Credilli is then able to get the rocks up. Oh man, this is becoming an intense match. Jake is going for Flash Cannon, but Aztec goes for the Recover. This is definitely an interesting one, as Aztec is trying to stall out as much as possible, which he manages to kill Thundurus. Jake is down 3 Pokemon, with this guy not even down 1, and his ace in the hole has already been destroyed. Jake then sends in a Rock Grenade, hoping that maybe he can do something to it. Leech Life doing a fuck ton of damage. It's to Credilli. Credilli seems to be at a really rough spot. Tries to go for Rock Slide, completely misses. Jake goes for Liquidation, only to realize that Storm Drain is a thing. Probably should have just gone for Leech Life. Aztec tries to go for Rock Slide again, but misses. Wet Deathbed goes for Leech Life, kills off Aztec. What a wasted potential that he could have had there. But it seems as though that Calipsko is coming back to haunt him, and Vaporeon then goes for the Toxic, which he gets off. Credilli is now in a bad spot, as he is now under the effects of badly poisoned. Jake then switches out once again into Omelette. What will Jake be doing? Obviously Mega, considering that we've seen him go Mega so many times before. Jake obviously does it, but only to get Toxic yet again by Vaporeon. Jake goes for Shadow Ball, just for Vaporeon to shrug it off as though it was nothing. Wish comes true and puts it back to full health. I honestly don't see Jake coming back from this. I really don't. Vaporeon goes for the Scald, but Jake goes for the Thunder Wave. Jake goes for Slack Off, which may be useful now, but in a few turns that will practically mean nothing. Evader's just going for those Scalds with Vaporeon. Jake goes for the Psychic, only to realize that it doesn't really do a whole lot in this situation. Jake is in a really rough spot. He has barely made a dent into Evader's team and is still trying his best to knock him down. Evader's Vaporeon has been put up to half health, but was sadly able to get the Wish off, meaning that damage has been nothing. Down goes Omelette, and out comes Thug Life, aka Thug Life the Scrapty. Thug Life then goes for the knockoff, which seems to almost kill it, only for it to then be completely screwed over by the Wish that comes true. Jake is slowly running out of options here. Vaporeon gets switched out, and it goes into Arcanine, aka Police. Evader, you knew what you were doing when you did this. Jake goes for Dragon Dance just to get that speed up, and then goes for High Jump Kick, only to miss and just to keep going, only to then to lose a lot of health. Police goes for Inferno Overdrive, more like Inferno Overkill if you ask me, only for Thug Life to go down. Wet Deathbed is the only thing that can be useful right here, and then Evader goes for Calypso. Liquidation obviously coming into effect with Water Absorb. Jake just seems as though that he's going to lose here, tries to go for Liquidation. He's obviously memeing at this point, knowing that he is lost, even though I personally think he could have made some kind of comeback. Jake goes for Leech Life. Okay, maybe not. I guess I'm just that bad. Anyway, it looks as though that Evader wants to finish this off as slowly as he possibly can, as he is taking out the least strong thing he can come up with. Jake is obviously going to die to Toxic Poison before anything, so it's at this point pretty much made that Evader has stolen the win. Jake, you put in a valiant effort, but you made some rookie mistakes that honestly screwed you over in the end. And you should have been more offensive, if that's my only criticism. Alright, this seems like it's going to be the last turn of this. As Vaporeon is paralyzed, and Wet Deathbed finally dies to the Toxic. Alright, Jake, you're now 2-0. I feel really bad for you, buddy, but you kind of did some of this to yourself. Alright, I'll see you guys back at round 4.